Hello and welcome back to Storybreakers. I am Wheels, your dungeon master, and I am joined once again by the rest of the Dicebreaker team. Let's introduce them and their characters, starting with Mr. Matt Jarvis.
I'm honoured, Wheels. Thank you. Hello, I'm Matt. I play Hunter Burrows. I am a turtle reporter who's been around for a while. A retorter? I haven't tried to say that out loud before, and I regret it.
You are a bit of a retorter.
Yeah, I've been around for a while. You know, like I've been reporting on things, and
You've
now
been around the block.
Yeah, I'm the older statesman of the team. Let's say.
Yeah.
That's me.
Moving on to Alex Meehan.
Hello, I'm Alex Meehan, and I play Caryaries West, who is a bard and dreams of becoming a anchor.
I can't imagine any jokes would land after that.
No,
If anything, you've made it weird. So.
I got a shit. Moving on to the other side of the table, we have Maddie Cullen.
Hello, I'm playing Winonathandria Whisperbane, who is Winona. She is an elf ranger. She has a little companion called Worm, who's a drake. He doesn't actually have wings, ignore those. I put them on for a fun joke for him. And I'm an intern! And I'm not the weird one, I promise.
And last but very much not least...
Hello, my name is Olivia Kennedy. I'm playing Iris Walker, who is a rogue / warlock.
Yay!
Double
said the
warlock.
thing.
I know.
Reveal.
Because she's gone up a level in warlock, which is fun. We revealed that on the... Yeah, we did. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she's cool. She loves to do some flips, and then she dips.
Wow.
Flips and
So
dips.
true, bestie.
Yeah.
Chips
Right.
and dips.
I'm going to do the catch-up this week.
Ooh.
That's good because I don't remember.
Well, thanks, Matt. Glad it was so engaging.
I remember the broad strokes. Our wonderful DM as Lawmaster.
Yeah, in the past 3 weeks, nothing much has happened. Everything's pretty chill. No big cataclysmic events. Everyone's happy. Everyone's good. I've got some notes to pass out for everyone.
Ooh.
That is for Caryaries.
Oh, homework.
If you can just not show that to anyone else. Just read it
Am
for
I allowed to
yourself.
look at it?
You can, yeah. Hunter.
Ooh.
Yeah, nothing of great import happened. That's for
Do you like me, yes or no?
And that's for Iris.
Okay. It already says no. Why does it say no already?
Yeah, don't share your notes with anyone else. But yeah, over the last 3 weeks, everything's been absolutely fine. Nothing bad has happened. It's just a nice, relaxing and peaceful time here in Ragrump. And we're going to kick things off. You hear birdsong out the window, Winona. It's a beautiful golden day. You wake up snug in your bedroom. Your mum is cooking pancakes downstairs. And you hear the voice of Caryaries, who's just gently knocking on the door to wake you up.
Winona! I'm here to come and wake you up, my best friend.
Oh, good morning, Caryaries.
Hello. I just wanted to say that I thought initially that, we weren't really going to get along that well.
Oh.
And I know that I've kind of been a bit, boring and annoying, but I think that having been in your presence for as long as I have now, I think you're very cool.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yes, and also I really enjoy staying in your siblings' room. And also, I think that I agree with you that Maxwell Morgan is the most attractive person on the planet yet.
Wow. Yeah, that's so... Yeah, of course. Because, you've seen all the comics now, and so you understand.
Yeah, and I know I said I might have come across as thinking those things are a bit lame, dirty. But actually, I'm going to confess to you, last night I was up all night reading all of those comics. So cool.
I kept slipping them under your door, and I wasn't sure if you were getting them, but that's so good to hear.
Page by page. One
Like
page
a
at
printer.
I thought you would like it when I got some of the pages mixed up, because I was trying to do it page by page, so you'd have one per night of it. Then obviously that's so cool. And now, yeah, that's great.
No, you're trying to remember.
Okay.
You keep trying to say, yeah, your favorite comic book hero. What was his name again? And it's just not coming up. You could have sworn Caryaries just said it, but you look around and you're looking at all the comic books and all the posters, and it's it's like they're blurry. Like you can't really make out what's going on. Oh, but what's that? Your mum is calling from downstairs. Winona, Caryaries, dinner. Oh, breakfast. Sorry.
Breakfast for dinner.
Sorry, I've been up all night.
Your mum is hilarious.
Your dad was snoring again.
Oh, he does that. Yeah. She's great. And pancakes. That's literally my favourite. That's so good.
I love your mama's pancakes. I love living here, and I never want to leave ever.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I don't know why anyone would like. I don't even know why Willow left, but like.
Yeah, I've not even thought about the city once at all.
I knew you'd come around because Ragrum has got so much to offer. I just knew when you saw it, you'd understand. Yeah, I'll take like one last look around my room. And I'm like, all right, let's go get pancakes. Let's go downstairs.
Yes, I really want you to show me that. I know you've not, fully explained it, but I know you mentioned it. That amazing little patch in the woods you've got.
Oh, yes. You've been really excited to show Caryaries how you use your bow. You've never used your bow in front of Caryaries, which is really cool. So it'll be a cool thing to show her.
Yeah, because I've been training, so I know that the first time I use it, it's going to be amazing when I show it off to someone, and I know that the first time will be so good. So yes,
you can feel it in your heart that you're gonna hit your target right in the bullseye. Yeah.
I practice so often. Yeah, we should go. We should go after work.
Yes, definitely. I want the full experience. I want to look under a log and see all of the wood lice. And I want to say hello to the wood lice.
Oh yeah, like I reckon that we'll see all of them. We've got like little louse, little woody. There's two-bit.
Oh my god, I really can't wait.
There's legs.
Winona, the pancakes!
Let's go. You'll meet them when you were there, so I don't need to. They'll let you know what their names are. Okay, let's go down.
You shuffle down the stairs, and as you're going down, you see all the pictures on the wall. They're all of you, of course, because you're kind of the favourite of the family, the favourite child.
Yes.
There's you, sort of like outside of the Hero and Adventurers Guild. There's you, like outside of the Grand Crevice, the huge national park that you've been to with your mum and dad. And every picture you're right in the middle. The lighting is perfect. You're just looking fantastic in all of these.
Yeah. This is normal. This is every day. Yeah. God,
Hi,
I've
Winona.
got so many good
Hi,
times.
Caryaries. Good morning. There's your mum. She's looking good. She's flipping pancakes. There's a huge breakfast buffet on the table.
Wow.
And you are shocked to see that both Iris and Hunter have come for breakfast. Please ignore the alarm.
The alarm bells are going off because I'm so excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Winona, I just set off the smoke alarm. I'm cooking so many pancakes.
Oh, there's so many, and you got syrup and there's fruit, but obviously like sometimes I'll eat like one strawberry, but like there's syrup and stuff. This is great. Oh, good morning, Iris and Hunter.
I'll make one correction. Iris, the window is open and the birds are singing, and Iris flips through
Yes, of
the
course.
window.
Can you just roll dexterity?
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
acrobatics.
Absolutely will do. Oh yeah, that's a nat 20 wheels.
Nat 20, yeah, a perfect.
Oh my
flip
god!
through the window. She lands in a 3-point hero pose. And as she comes up, her hair is sparkling, her eyes glowing.
Oh,
Hi
there she
Winona,
is.
how's it going? I come and I take a seat. Ha!
Good
Iris is
morning.
looking so confident.
Oh my
She's so
god.
confident. She's always so confident.
Hi,
yeah.
Hi Hunter. I said Hunter. Hi. Hi Hunter. Hi Caryaries. It's good to see you all. Ha! I take a seat.
Well, yes, I agree with you, Hunter. I do think that article in yesterday's newspaper was especially interesting. Yes, the pie.
So right, absolutely.
Yes, the pie incident, shocking stuff.
Yeah.
But
Winona,
thrilling.
Winona, is it just you or is Hunter seeming quite verbose today? It's like he's been practicing his word calendar, I think.
Yes, he's got a lot to say. Yeah.
I'm also just excitedly eating pancakes. So it's a mixture of and then it's kind of just mutes every couple of seconds. It's like pitching up and down.
Yeah. You hear your mother sigh in the background. She's opening a letter.
Oh, is everything okay?
Oh, Winona, it's just that sister of yours. She's flunked out of another school. If only she was a
What?
bit more like you, huh?
Everyone should be a bit more like Winona. I know.
Yeah, you're right,
all the
Iris.
time.
Everyone
I
should
say
be a
it all
bit
the
more like
time.
Winona.
I really do.
I
I
didn't
love that.
want to say.
You should always say it. I love hearing what you have to say. I think everything you say is great.
But I did hear some, unfortunate things about your sister.
Oh my God, spill.
I don't like to gossip. Never.
You've never once gossiped.
No.
I can say that about you.
But when I heard about your sister, I was like, oh, this is what this family's like. And then I met you, Winona, and I was like, no.
You're right, Caryaries. I wish that your sister would behave a bit more like you do, Winona. We are so proud of you. Your dad has been talking non-stop about how proud he is of all the bow work you've been doing, which, by the way, I'm fine with. I think it's really cool that you have a bow, and I think you can be a really good archer one day.
Are you for real?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Did you not know that already?
No, that sounds right? Yeah, because I'm always out with my bow, and
I've
you guys...
always said that, sometimes a little bit of danger in your life, it's fun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, we've all had a talk, and we're going to let you know that we've decided instead of being journalists, we're going to be an adventuring party, and we're all going to go fight monsters. And I take out a massive shotgun.
I knew. So we're being secret monsters, but they're coming in as well?
Yeah, no, they come. Yeah, everyone together hunting monsters, and it's going to be great.
Yes. I've decided to overcome my...
A blunderbuss shot.
Yeah.
I decided to overcome my exceptionally cowardly ways and become, part of your adventuring party with you as the leader.
Yeah, exactly.
Was me
Nobody
as the
else could do
leader?
it. Nobody else could do it. It has to be you.
Yeah, who else would be the leader but you, Winona?
Obviously.
You're everyone's favourite. Oh my God, would you look at the time? You probably get eating and get to work, right?
Oh, so we're still going to the paper until the
Yeah, we go to the paper.
Yeah,
That's like our head of
Yeah, it's your headquarters,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have
So
to
we
go
do like
get
a bit
a
of
quest from
both.
Findus.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can imagine he'd know where good quests are.
Yeah,
Of
no.
course.
Of course. He knows everything.
This is gonna be so good, guys. I'm gonna run upstairs and get my bag, and then come back downstairs, and I've got like a drawing where I've drawn us all in like a fun adventure that we're on. I'm like, I've been like planning this for so long. We will work so well together. This is so perfect.
There's a moment where you hear something weird in the background. It's almost like the volume of everyone's conversation just sort of dips a little bit. And you can hear like a muffled shout of your name in the background. It's like, Winona. Winona?
Dad?
Winona? Winona! Hey, come on, girl. Eyes open. We're here. We're in the headquarters.
Here we are.
Oh,
I know it's a
yeah.
big day, but it's exciting. But we've got so many quests for you to go on. So many adventures.
In Ragrump as well?
Oh, in Ragrump, in all sorts of far-off distant lands, wherever you want to go, Winona. I got contracts out the wazoo. And by the way, have I told you, you've been doing a great job recently.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, because I was like, obviously this is it's all pretty new to me, but like adventuring, I think I'm going to be really good at. So I think this is going to be really good.
Oh, think of all the cool heroes you'll get to meet as well.
Yeah.
You're going to be an official
so
part of
true.
the guild. Who is your favorite hero?
My favorite hero.
Isn't your favorite hero?
Yes, we were talking about them earlier. Do you remember?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Hunter
that's
just
the
said
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like tall and yeah, like they're in all the comics, you know.
Like,
Yeah.
They're in-
Super dreamy, actually.
Yes, yeah.
I
they're-
agree. I kiss him right on the ass.
Right on the mouth, and that.
So the mouth, sorry. Yeah, the mouth.
Yeah. Obviously, because they're so cool and Julian.
I'm just going
We've all had those thoughts.
to get ready for our next adventure, and then Caryaries like steps into the toilet.
Oh, you mean the like lush sort
Yeah.
of like hair and makeup
Yeah.
lavatory
And then,
area.
like, really quickly, she comes out again, and she's wearing, like, an enormous sun hat. Like, ginormous sun hat.
with blades on the end.
And a big, like, poofy dress. But then she also has, like, a sword.
You look so cool.
Oh my god, Winona, you're not even wearing your hero costume.
I've got a costume.
Of course you have. You're a hero and adventurer.
Yeah, of course. You can't be going on an adventure if you don't have a costume. And now we're in a team, you only need costumes.
Yeah, when I want to get into your costume and it's like Batman. Come on, Winona, we gotta go.
Oh my god, it's the Raven.
You were the Raven this entire time.
That's right, Winona, it's me and I think you're dope as heck.
Okay, where's my costume? Like in the hair and makeup bit?
Yeah, probably. Why don't you go through and go grab it?
Okay, I'll go in and like look around, trying to.
Yeah, you step through the door and obviously it's in the beautiful shape that this room is always in.
Yeah.
There's those like gold-rimmed windows. You've got like a lovely chaise-longue made of velvet that you can just sort of lounge on. And your assistant comes out, Hetty. She comes over to just sort you out with your costume. She's like, "Oh, Winona, you're looking so beautiful today."
Oh, thank you.
Now, which costume did you want to wear today? Did you want the steel plate armor? Did you want the wizard robes? Did you want like a sort of ranger's tunic?
Yes, that. I want to be able to like move around and stuff. I'm not going to be able to do flips like Irish / the Raven, but I want to still like move and have my.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. And which bow did you want to use today?
I've got more than one bow.
Yeah, you've always had more than one bow, Winona.
Yes. Yeah, the cool one.
Well, they're all cool. There's the
both.
fire blessed one that shoots the flaming projectiles. We've got this one that shoots lasers. Is that the one that you wanted to use?
The
that one's
laser
quite
one.
new. Laser one? Okay,
Yes,
we'll
I
grab
think
that.
I need the laser
She
one.
passes over like this like metallic bow. It's quite heavy and cool to the touch. And as you're just sort of tugging on the bowstring to test it, you look up and you're outside of the room now. Winona, wait, before you go! And everyone's just sort of around you in full gear. Hunter's got like a bandana over his eyes with holes in it.
Shell's very shiny.
Yeah.
Buffed.
Wow, a hero and a half shell.
This is where my parents died, Leonardo.
And it's purple, of course, yeah.
Hetty's just waving you down. He's like, were you bringing Worm today?
Yeah, where's Worm?
Oh, hold on, let me call him for you. She produces a flute and plays a little ditty. And you hear a roar in the distance. And the shadow of a great winged beast just emerges through the clouds and it lands on the dirt in front of you.
Somehow doing the superhero pose.
Yeah. A giant green dragon sort of like lifts its head up to look at you. It gives you a goofy smile.
Whoa! I go over and like wrap my arms around their big head.
Winona.
You can talk!
I've always been able to talk.
Yeah, right. That makes sense because we have so many conversations. It would make you must. Yeah, you're so big.
Yes, I am very big. And remember, whenever you need a ride, you've equipped that new saddle on my back.
I leap up and like climb up onto the back of Worm and like get in the saddle.
Look up and
strap myself.
you can feel the clouds billowing past your face. You're already on the way to your quest. And the raven is behind you with her hand on your shoulder, giving you wise messages.
Don't forget to aim for the jugular.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna go. God, you're so wise.
Yeah.
Caryaries just go, woo!
God, Caryaries, you love adventure.
Yes, I love adventure!
You love peril.
I love peril!
Hunter's shell just spins really quickly. It's like a centrifugal force that keeps him going.
You're always sort of floating to the side.
Yeah, it's on his back still, but it's just spinning really
I
quickly.
always knew you could do that. You just never to show us.
Break dancing through the sky. Yeah.
You hear a voice from behind you, and it's Findus. He's
still
got
here.
like a sort of like little helmet on. and his tie has been replaced with a little neckerchief, which has the hero and adventurer's seal on it. And he's like, "Now, Winona, I don't usually come on these missions, but I gotta introduce you to your hero partner for the rest of the mission, you see."
Oh, you got even more heroes joining our group?
Oh, of course. I mean, everybody wanted to come on this adventure with you as the most famous hero in the Adventurers Guild. But we had one person who made a special request.
They did?
They
Okay.
did. They said, well. He had a weird accent. Let me try and pick it out. Well. I want to work with Winona. She's so cool. That's what I remember anyway.
Wow, okay. Yeah, that sounds like yeah, no, that's great. That's perfect. Yeah, more the merrier when you're on adventures, right? Like, if there's a big monster, the more of you that there are, then
Winona.
the more powerful you are.
Winona. Yeah, she's not doing great, is she?
Finders?
Can you get us some water, please? Yeah, no, of course, yeah. Winona, can you hear me?
Finders, you sound...
Winona, we're here. We're here at the battleground.
Oh! We're here. We made it already. That was so quick.
I hope you enjoyed me as your noble steed once again, for I am your best friend, Worm.
Yeah, you are more like a sketch.
Ooh, that's just where I like it. Scritch.
I run off the front of Worm's nose and do a triple backflip onto the battlefield.
Oh, just roll acrobatics on me?
Absolutely, yeah. I was on that 20!
Okay, perfect.
Oh!
Yeah, so, the Raven, who obviously you know is Iris, does like a perfect triple somersault. Lands in a 3-point hero pose, and like a plume of dust sort of like shoots out from the ground underneath her, and then she immediately sort of like, you know, gets into the perfect lighting as a crest of golden light is just billowing out of one of the clouds.
Just another day at the office.
There's somehow like a set of like steps have been erected for Caryaries to very gently and elegantly walk down.
Stairway from heaven.
Yeah, she has a parasol as well
Of course.
to like protect her from the sun.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Over the hat.
yeah, over the massive sun hat. She's like, oh, I do love adventuring.
Hunter hits the floor like a comet coming to Earth, and just makes a trench as he skids to a hole on the shell, and then just pops forward. And it's like, huh.
Very good.
Ready. All right, Winona. It looks like your hero partner's already in business. You look over, and there's like a silhouette of a figure who is slinging spells at this giant monster. And it's like nothing you've ever seen. It's like some kind of, I don't know, it's like a town has turned into a creature.
Whoa.
You can see sort of buildings of armor, and this giant mouth is just sort of trying to swallow this hero whole. And you hear his sort of voice muffling as he kind of looks back over his shoulder. He's like, I need your help over here!
Guys, we gotta go. Look at that monster. That's so big. That's like the biggest monster I've ever seen. I've read so many comics.
Yeah.
Caryaries draws an enormous greatsword.
It's like clouds.
As big as her.
Yeah, as big as her. And she's runs towards the monster.
There she goes. Can't let her have all the fun, Winona.
That's so true. And I'm like, grab my bow and like start running and like.
I jump on the back of
arrow.
Hunter's shell and Hunter takes one.
And from my shell, I just pull almost like Mary Poppins style. The handle seems longer, and then there's just a massive hammer, and it just has like shell cracker.
Yes, from the Great Turtle War.
Yeah.
Who was it that there was a hero who fought in the Great Turtle War?
Yeah, that was it.
That was the one.
That was
Yeah,
it, yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got a monster to fight, so let's go.
I take out five daggers in one hand, like. All right, yeah, let's go.
The creature spawns a giant tentacle. Can everyone roll initiative, please?
Woo! It's a nat 20!
Nat 20?
Oh my god!
16 plus something.
That's plus 20. So
plus
yeah,
20.
so that's going to be a 36, I think.
I'll take that.
I did roll a natural 1, but of course that actually is a natural 20.
Exactly.
So obviously we all picked up that feat, which turns natural ones into
Yeah.
natural 20s.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, alright, well, we'll get to you in a bit. Okay, alright, it looks like, Hunter, you're at the top of the turn. Giant tentacle is just sort of like reaching over from the battle, just sort of like, maybe like 40 meters away. But this huge creature has spotted you in the distance and is trying to smash down into you. It's maybe like halfway through its swing.
Okay. I jump back on my shell, and the shell propels me like in Sonic when you hit the springs.
Yeah.
And with the hammer, I just raise it above my head and get ready to come down.
Cool. Can you just roll a d20 to attack with triple advantage?
Yeah. Oh, that is a 20.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
we'll just take that one then.
Yeah.
All right, so that is... Hold on, let me just get your stats up. So that's going to be 3d20 of damage.
That's a 20.
Uh-huh.
That's a 20.
It's wild. It's mad.
That's a 19.
That's a 19. Okay, all right,
Wow.
so that's, that's 59.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so 59 damage. Down. Okay, so the creature sort of recoils a bit after that massive cracking blow. To the point where it's almost like you've punctured into the flesh of the
Yeah,
tentacle.
I think at this point I'm probably hanging.
Yeah.
because I've
Yeah.
slammed
And it's
into
trying to like swing you around. You hear it screaming in the distance. But then Winona, actually, just out of the corner of your eye, you see that silhouetted figure, that hero who's supposed to be joining you. It looks like they're in trouble. The jaws of the creature just sort of like swooping over.
No.
Do you want to use that feat to jump up in the initiative order that you picked up a couple of levels ago?
Yeah, of course.
All right, what do you want to do?
I run over and I'm like just firing a arrow just directly where the
Lasers.
mouth is. Yeah, the lasers.
Yeah.
Over like around where the mouth is trying to get them, so maybe it would make them be like, ow, I don't want to eat that, it hurts. It's lasers.
Cool. And do you want to use your auto hit feat?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
obviously.
sweet. Cool. You've only got 4 of those.
Okay.
Right. Can you just roll D100 for damage, please?
Easy, GG. You hear in the distance.
Daggers flying through the air.
20.
20 times 4. So that's 80 damage. So that's... Are you aiming directly at the face of the creature?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The laser from your bow, as you sort of pull it back, a huge plume of light just sort of charges between the actual string and the...
This is so cool.
What do you call the bow bit of the bow?
It's the bow, no?
Is it just the bow? There you go. A plume of light between the string and the bow, and as you loose, like a huge laser, a blinding light just pierces into the forehead of the creature in
laser
front of you, and it shoots all the way back through the back of the skull, and it just sort of goes and collapses backwards, and there's a huge cloud of dust. I think it's dead. Congrats, everyone.
We did it!
You hear just to everyone's like lifted up straight there. She's absolutely like covered in blood.
Wow, your hair still looks so perfect.
Can everyone just write down they gained 400,000 XP?
Wow.
Wow, Winona, another Winona special. Amazing job, Winona.
Yeah, amazing job, Winona.
You're okay. I thought...
It's still quite hard to see them. It's like the dust cloud is kind of covering them. Winona! It's good to see you, Winona!
Yeah, you too. I'm like trying to get the dust out of the way.
Yeah, it's struggling. Can you roll perception for me?
That is a 21.
Yeah, you find just sort of like a bit of light from the sun is kind of, it's almost like reflecting off of this glittery dust around you, and by just sort of like holding your hand like this, it's sort of letting your eyes adjust a bit, and you're making out the figure. You see like a sort of it's like a cowboy hat on their head, and you can just make out there's a bit of fluff on the back of the hat. You can just make out their sort of silhouette now. They've got this billowing cape going through the wind, and they're spinning these 2 wands that they just sort of like slip into their holsters. How have you been, Winona? I've missed you.
Yeah, I've been so good. Everything is perfect and great. And I'm an adventurer now.
Sorry?
We've got our adventuring team, and so we came to help you, and I just saved you. You were gonna get eaten, and then I just pulled my bow back, and then boom, the laser went through, and the monster was like, and it fell back, and then the dust was everywhere, and like.
Winona, what are you talking about? I don't see no party around you.
What? They're right.
You look around and you're alone, just in the dust cloud with this silhouetted figure.
They helped me. Caryaries was covered in blood, but her looked great, and Iris is the Raven, which is so mad.
Raven's been dead for 10 years. Winona, are you okay?
Maybe they faked their own death for like insurance purposes.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
That would make sense.
You're looking a little bit under the weather. You sure you're all right?
Yeah, I feel great.
Why don't you come a little bit closer so I can take a better look at you?
I step forward, still trying to like get through the dust.
The dust is just starting to part, and you make out a bit of their outfit now. You can see like the very sort of plush leather cowboy boots that they're wearing. You can see like the very well put together fabric of their trousers, like their really ornate holstered belt that they have around their hip, and this sort of like billowing white shirt that's underneath their coat. But their face is still, it's probably the rim of the hat is just casting a shadow over it. It's still difficult to make out who it is.
I feel fine. I feel great. Like I just killed the biggest monster, and all my friends were there. And
monster's not there, Winona. You hear like a screech echo out behind you. It's like some huge, terrible beast is just echoing throughout all of the mountains and the countryside. Like birds are sort of loose from their positions in the trees. There's like a sort of like unsettling vibration in the ground from its really like guttural roar. In fact, it's only just woken up, Winona.
But I just lasered it. But maybe that was like a baby and there's a big one. We should find it, and then I can shoot with my laser.
I don't know what you're talking about, lasers, Winona, but you know, I can handle it. I've always had your back, haven't I?
Yeah, that's true.
I've never done anything to hurt you, Winona, and I wouldn't start now.
Yeah, you're a good adventurer. Like you can handle a big monster. You've handled so many.
Come a little bit closer, Winona.
Let's step forward again.
You're sort of maybe like 30 centimeters apart now. And at this point, yeah, you can make out pretty much everything apart from just the very top half of their face, which is still cast in shadow. You can see like a sort of slightly peppered beard over their chin. There's just like a cigar loosely hanging out of their lip. And they gesture to give you a hug. That's it. Come on in, my little mentee.
Yeah, because we were practicing in your garden and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. You remember, don't you, Winona?
I remember, yeah. God.
Yeah, you remember who I am. He takes off the hat, and suddenly the top half of his face is illuminated. And there's these just sickly white eyes staring back at you.
I like recoil from the hug and like take some steps back.
What's the matter, Winona? Don't you recognize me?
No, that's not.
Don't you know who I am?
That's not what she looked like.
Don't you know who I really am? You've seen who I really am, Winona.
No, because you're an amazing adventurer. You don't look. You know, you're cool and everyone likes you.
Winona. Winona. You hear a few more murmurings of your name, and for a moment it's quiet, and then there's this cold blast into your face. It's wet and it's freezing, and it almost feels like you're suffocating for a moment, and then you snap awake. I think she's awake. Winona, are you okay? Mayor Riso is standing above you, covered in like dust, hair ruffled. There's a bit of a scratch over his cheek that is still bleeding. And he's holding a half-empty bucket of water.
Mayor Riso?
Winona, are you okay?
Where did he? I was just talking to him.
Talking to who?
What? Why are you all cut up and dusty?
Iris. Riso looks at the side and sees you. Iris is laying in a bed not too far from you. She rolls over to meet your eye.
Hey, Winona, you right?
Yes.
You've been knocked out for a little bit. But we're doing our best. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Is everyone okay?
For the most part. Winona, maybe you take this opportunity to just sort of sit up and you feel like it feels like your ribs are really bruised, like you landed on something. And you can see that we're in some kind of camp. Doesn't feel like we're anywhere near town. There is just a large collection of people just kind of like running around and panicking. You hear crying. There are like makeshift tents being like put up. You can see Hunter in the background is helping people sort of like construct like some kind of like infirmary for people. Caryaries is in the opposite corner. She's helping sort of like push up these wooden stakes that people are driving into the ground. So it looks like they're preparing some kind of defense. And in the distance, far off, the sun is just sort of setting and it's silhouetting this huge mound where Ragrump is supposed to be. The moor, the giant stones that you remember from outside the city, have shattered and collapsed across the floor, and there's this strange moving in the hill that appears to have erupted underneath Ragrump. Buildings are jutting out into this weird silhouette. It almost seems like a bubble has been inflating underneath the town, and suddenly there's just bits pointing out in all directions.
That's the creature. I thought we killed it.
Do you remember anything that happened, or
Do I remember anything?
It's starting to come back now. First, you remember the strange texture of the internals of that creature you were in. You remember seeing Ruby, and you remember this pit in your stomach that you just couldn't get rid of. And then the last thing that just jolts back into your head is the image of you hanging off of a ledge with Maxwell Morgan above you and his foot stamping down into your fingers and you tumbling into the dark.
I think it's all jumbled in my head.
that makes sense. Yeah, you took a knock, so glad that you're.
You were the Raven. You're not the Raven, are you?
What's the Raven?
Is that because you're trying to keep it a secret? You can be honest with me.
Hunter and Caryaries, if you feel like coming over now that you can see that Winona is jotted away, feel free.
I think Caryaries. Can I say that she has a broken arm?
Yeah.
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 I think after they tumbled out of the mimic, she kind of took a fall and fell on her arm and broke it.
Yeah, maybe you've not been heaving, but you've been saying, okay,
I think
let's put one here, let's put one
I
here.
think she's not the heaving
She's managing,
type.
yeah.
I think
supervising.
She was going, oh, no, too quickly, no. There we go.
Your famous neckerchief is being slung around.
Yeah.
It's keeping your arm.
Yeah, so she currently has her arm in a sling with the neckerchief.
Yeah.
And she kind of she turns around and sees that Winona is awake and talking to Iris, and she's like covered in dust, and part of her blouse is like ripped. But she comes over and she says, "Oh, Winona, you're awake. We were worried for a bit. You were out for quite a while. Are you okay? There's nothing. It's all good."
Yeah, I'm okay. Is your arm okay?
Oh, this little thing. Well, clumsy, I guess. Also, we fell out of a mimic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not clumsy. That's just extraordinary circumstances. So, yeah.
Winona, you look down and your skin is still quite red from the acidic bath that you took from what you're now remembering was some kind of wave of liquid that pushed you out. And also, Iris was acting weird.
Do you still think I'm the Raven? What is the Raven? Do you know what the Raven is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, great. Okay.
You probably
Maybe.
know who the Raven is.
Maybe
Yeah.
that was
He's a famous hero
it was
who died a few years ago.
a dream. I had a dream, and you guys were all there, and it was really good. I'm glad your arm's okay.
Yes, a dream. What did I
You
do
had
in the
a
dream?
really big sword. It was really
Oh.
cool.
Okay, well, not how I would imagine myself, but interesting. Yes, it's really good to see you awake, Winona. We were worried, but obviously things aren't
Lot going on.
fantastic.
Yeah, where are we?
I think during all of this, Hunter has probably like noticed, obviously, and started to follow over. And you probably noticed that he's moving a little bit quicker than his usual like fixed pace. Not enough to be running or jogging, but like a little bit more. And I guess particularly compared to the shiny shell he had as a hero, it's all like scuffed and like the sheen's taken off of it. And he just comes over and is like, "Oh hey kid, you're awake."
Yeah, you can talk.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, for a while. Yeah.
yeah. I was. How long?
It has been 16 hours.
Bloody hell.
You know, 16 hours, give or take.
I feel so tired, even though I've been asleep for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's best if you take it easy.
You
Okay.
do you remember what happened? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's all.
Because
I
if
think
you
it's all coming
don't,
back now.
I don't want to be the person to break it to you.
No, it's fine. I remember.
We are currently in the outskirts of Ragrump. Luckily enough, it seemed the mayor actually did listen to us and got some things ready before everything went.
In fact, like he's done pretty well with the limited resources he had. It looks like pretty much everyone in the town is accounted for.
I have to say, I'm surprisingly impressed by this. But yes, obviously, it's not great. I've not taken a shower in 2 days.
Did everyone else make it out okay?
As far as we know.
Mayor Rito is sort of like staring at his feet and lifts his head and he's like, "Winona, there is something I need to tell you. We haven't seen your mum and dad since what happened. We do have sort of search parties around the perimeter, but obviously no one should really go any closer to whatever that thing is. But you know, we're looking for them, and obviously out of anyone in the town, they would be safe. So I'm not worried about them, but obviously I'm concerned, and we want to find them. But I'm sorry that you had to hear this now. I know there's a lot going on, but yeah, we haven't seen them since the event.
Caryaries puts like her hand on like your shoulder and says, "I'm sure they're going to be okay, Winona. I'm sure they're looking for you."
Maybe they just don't know that we're here. And maybe they're just lost and
Look,
looking out.
those guys were genuine heroes. You know, they could well be trying to fix this as we speak. So you know, like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about them at all. But you know, it's just you know, I had to tell you that they're not here right now.
they'll be okay because they're genuine heroes, and like my mom still does like 50 push-ups every morning. Like she's in great shape.
Yeah.
And like my dad, like you never forget a spell, right? So
I couldn't say, but I'm sure it's like riding a bike for him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Good to know bikes exist in this universe.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Bikes.
Can I know that for the future?
Hunter's got a bike,
Yeah,
right?
I think Hunter probably just like suddenly offers you like a cup of water in whatever vessels there are around. Like I'm assuming there'll be
a little wooden cup.
Yeah, water and food stations. But
We're taking down get
Yeah,
water
your-
all down my chin.
Your throat is sore, like it's difficult to swallow.
Thank you,
Oh,
Hunter.
got a little, just like, no, it's fine.
is Worm there as well? Is Worm with Winona?
Yeah, is one with me.
Yeah, I think maybe there's like a sort of little bundle of clothes at the end of the bed, and like there is a moment there where you're like, where is Worm?
Where is one?
Where is Worm? And then just sort of like yawning out of the bundle, he just sort of like scrambles and sees you.
Oh my god.
And he do lizards purr? What is the?
Shit.
Yeah.
You can tell he's happy as he
Yeah.
scrambles up and he starts licking you on the cheek.
You were so big. I think maybe it was a premonition of how big you were gonna get. You had wings and everything, and it was so amazing, and you could talk. It was so cool.
He's just dead-eyed looking at you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hunter is awkwardly like holding a smaller cup, and he's like, does he also need to? And just like offers it up
Yeah, he's
with your permission.
clambers over us with his little claws and starts lapping it up.
Well,
Thank you, Hunter.
I did want to monitor the transportation of those supplies. Derek, if I see you put your hand in that box one more time, I swear I'm not going to be responsible for what I'm going to do. I'll be around if you need me. And Caryaries kind of trots off, like, towards where that voice came from.
Hunter, it is you actually who hear a familiar voice. And after being called by that voice, you turn around to see Findus limping on 2 crutches. And he has like a wooden splint down his leg, which is obviously injured. And he's like, Hunter, can we have a talk?
Yep.
Anyone else who's, okay, you can come as well.
Yeah, sure. And I'll get up, and I think as she gets up, Iris kind of goes, head rush. And then we'll just, head over.
Iris is looking fine. She weathered the storm pretty well. Didn't take any blows, which is, good for her, I guess. You both shuffle behind Findus as he sort of like leads you over to some sort of makeshift tent.
Could I have also tried to get out of bed and follow them?
Make me an...
Probably be
Con
like...
check, con save.
I was gonna say con save, yeah.
Yeah, con.
But yeah, just make me a con roll. Just add your constitution to a roll.
8.
8. You sort of try to get up, and there's a crack somewhere in your ribcage, and it is sore. And Riso sort of like puts a hand on your shoulder gently. He's like, "Just maybe not yet, Winona. Let's just take a little bit longer, okay? There's only really one person who knows very much healing, and with Caryaries' arm already out, so just take a second, okay?"
Yes, okay. I'll sit here.
So you two follow Findus into the tent, and he just sort of like lowers himself down onto some kind of like camping chair that he's set up, and on the table there is like all sorts of like notes and things like that, and he sits back and he's like, "All right, I need the full story. What happened?"
Oh, now you're interested.
Yeah, now I'm interested, Iris. Okay,
Gotcha.
what happened?
Under?
Okay. But how much do they know? How much do we know that they know? Because there's obviously the mounds coming out of the town,
Yeah.
so they've evacuated.
From the
but-
perspective of the townsfolk, another bit of seismic activity happened. So you would have heard this from people around the camp. You two would have heard this as well, or you will hear this soon enough. Another seismic activity happened, but this one was incredibly severe. And Riso organised an evacuation. They tried to account for as many people as they physically could, but when the ground literally started lifting below them, they just got out.
Okay, so all they know largely is seismic activity bad.
But they've seen the mound, they've heard like roaring and grumbling. They know that there is some kind of monstrous presence.
Okay.
So it's quite clear that something was living underneath the town, but they don't know what it is or anything like that.
Okay, so as the rumors you probably heard are true. There was a monster underneath the town. It's big.
Real big.
Really big.
Town-sized.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Yeah, it's a mimic, we think.
I thought they were like this big.
This one is an
Normally.
anomaly, to say the least. It
I've heard like, wardrobes and chairs and things.
Yeah,
But
this one's like a really big wardrobe. Like kind of.
how do you know about this?
we were inside it for a time, so that gave us a bit of a clue. We got led down there by Maxwell Morgan, who
You've seen Max?
fleetingly before he pushed us into a pit, into
and
the
woke up
mimic.
the monster.
He did what?
He tried to murder us.
Hunter, could you just close? He sort of gestures towards the sort of like makeshift door that's just a bit of tarp. That's just asks you to sort of like seal it back on.
Are these like normal tents? Are they like magical in any way? Like, is
No,
there
they're not
magical
magical anyway,
soundproofing?
but,
I don't know.
He's just sort of like, let's at the very least not let anyone
I think,
see us.
in that bit, like, Hunter gets even lower and quieter than he normally is.
Iris gets louder, like, you're trying to...
Iris, can we have a bit of nuance, please?
Wait a minute, you're trying to... Just tell me you're not trying to obscure what he did,
I'm
right?
not doing anything, but can we come in a bit closer? He sort of like offers you a chair or something like that, and like sort of pulls you in so that you are now at sort of whisper volume. He's like, the Hero and Adventurers Guild, they're a big deal, okay? And I'm not trying to silence you or anything like that, but let's not go shouting around accusations before we've got everything in paper, okay?
Accusations? We're witnesses. He did this to us.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, Iris. I'm just saying, we need to be careful about this.
He's the one who woke the thing up. It was dormant. That's why this hadn't happened before. He woke it up.
Just tell me and only me what happened. What was the play-by-play?
I guess we'll go through and explain, just...
You tell them about the swamp, you tell them
Yeah.
about what happened inside, you tell them about Ruby and the survivors, who, by the way, are also in bed very,
I
very...
was going to say, have they said anything about their stuff? So, as in, are they, talking to
they
people
are
about...
also in a bad way after what happened
Okay,
with the...
so they're not necessarily saying, like, we were inside a monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, the small bits of, semblances of, like, awakenedness. Why can't I think of words? I was trying to say sentience. I was like, no, they're all sentient.
They're now sentient.
Lucidity, thank you, yeah. The small bits of lucidity that they had, they kind of mirrored what you said.
Right.
So, like,
Yeah.
again, Riso is probably asking you not to just shout about it, or because we don't want people to get too worried, but people are aware that something bad is very, very bad is happening.
I think as they finish recounting what's happened to this point, Hunter's like, I'm with Iris. This story needs to be told, but I also know that we don't want to cause more panic right now. Like, Maxwell Morgan's time will come when we find him.
Yeah, you have any idea where he is? Because I would love to have a chat with him.
No, nobody's seen him. But, like I said, I'm asking you as a favor. This isn't some kind of work order or anything like that. I know that you believe what you saw, and I believe you. Iris, just bear with me, okay? I believe what you're saying. But we need to be very, very careful about this information. For many reasons. First of all, there's a panic in the town. People out there still believe that he's trying to help. If they hear that he's part of it, if he's caused it, that could really mess things up.
Oh.
If somebody, Lords forbid, gets some kind of word to the Heroes and Adventurers Guild, they're going to shut this thing down before you've even managed to write a headline, okay? We have to be very tactful, we have to be very considered, and we have to keep things quiet until we know what we're putting out. I need to make a phone call. So until that's resolved, can you please just be quiet about this?
Just one thing. What if somebody comes across him? He's dangerous right now. He's ready to kill because he's got some kind of weird vendetta going on. I don't want anyone to try and go to him because they think he's going to help.
Okay, well, look. If the worst comes to the worst, then we might have to say something to the people in the camp. But whilst he's not here, please, okay?
Promise me one thing. We're not burying the story.
Roll insight for me.
Can I as well?
Oh, 17.
Oh, okay. Well,
Thank you, plus 6.
Oh, okay. 24.
Nice.
He says, I promise you it won't get buried. And to you, it seems very truthful. To you, there's not necessarily a lie in there, but...
Bending of the truth.
Yeah, a bending of the truth in some way. We cut to Winona and Caryaries outside in the sort of like thoroughfare of the camp, and people are looking like they're. I mean, everyone is distraught. Like the vibes are off. But you know, there is sort of like a hopeful, you know, kind of community spirit of, you know, we got out safe. Pretty much everyone is accounted for and okay. You know, we're hurt, but we're not dead. We're not out. And seeing like these makeshift palisades being put up, and you know, people getting what little healing people can provide, it's helping. And at that moment, a huge rumbling roar comes from the mound on the horizon, and there's just a moment of silence as everyone in the camp realizes that what they heard is what they heard, and they're dealing with a real monster. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Storybreakers. We will see you on the next one. But until then, if you haven't seen any of the other episodes, why the hell are you watching this one? Go back and watch the entire series. It's all available on youtube.com/Dicebreaker. We've also got fantastic content all around RPGs and D&D and tabletop of all kinds here on the channel. So please do hit subscribe, click the bell icon to get notified whenever we put a new video live. And you can also find loads and loads more over on Dicebreaker.com, where these two lovely folk, as well as all of our lovely contributors, including Mr. Chase Carter, are writing fantastic articles daily. So do not miss out. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for our sponsor, Ivy Studio, for sponsoring these last few run of episodes. And we will see you on the next one. But until then, have a lovely day. Goodbye.
Bye.